say my biggest bear bugger is the transport. Transport in Northern Ireland in particular and in Enniskillen is the timing of the transport. The last bus out of Belfast is about 8:15 in the evening, so we can't go to the theatre or enjoy any outlets like that, or if we want to go for a meal in the evenings, we have to be at the bus depot for 8:15.
Well, the biggest issues that we face in the district are around access to services, and two parts of that in this district is broadband access and public transport access, and we just don't have a fair share of that. We have areas here where public transport is one bus a week into the main county town, so that would have a major knock-on effect and cost people more money than just in their day-to-day lives.
I'm a rural dweller. I would use the 172 service going from Coleraine to Bushmills, and I find that service is very poor. There are a number of reasons for that. One being the actual times of the service are erratic. There's long gaps between, especially in the afternoon. And on the evenings and weekends, there is no service. It varies between summer and winter. The timetables change, and usually it's a little while later before they appear in the bus station in Coleraine.
Finding that I do find that the Portrush train at Coleraine, largely the loos are not completely working, most of the time. Seems to run out of water, seems to be an issue. And also at the summertime, Givarn Halt is a really special stop. And they don't use it during the summertime. They say it's to do with tourist numbers. But what about the pensioners who live in that area, or anyone else? You then have to walk at least 200 to 300 metres to the main Portrush station. And that brand new station that was built purposely for the Gulf is not open as a usual station.
Now, again, on the 172 route, access to the actual bus stops to catch a bus can be very difficult. Parts of that road, even though there are wide verges, at least on one side of the road, there is no footpath. So you can imagine it's a busy 2-lane road. How do you get to your bus stop, to your nearest bus stop? There's no footpath to walk on.
Recently I had Thomas Cook problem with flights. I was getting passed from one company to another, but I've been told if I contact you directly at the Consumer Council that you will definitely help me out with the problem.
Well, I was really pleased that the Consumer Council actually came out to the western area and to Omagh in particular, because I think sometimes we're a little bit left out. And for myself, there's been instances where I've had complaints with shoppers, etc., but I've never really known what my rights were. Recently I had an instance with one of the big electrical retailers, and I wasn't sure if what they were saying was correct, so it was good to know where to come to find someone to advise me.
I live in quite a rural area, so we have a lot of problems with broadband, electricity, water, with electricity going off quite frequently, poor broadband, and water isn't great quality in my area as well, and it gets shut off quite a lot.
Well, my primary concern would be probably for rural transport, and the recent obviously announcement by the Deputy Permanent Secretary in the Department that the TransLink are rapidly eating into the reserves, and as a result of that they may have to cut rural services. And it's very difficult for people who don't drive. Now, I'm fortunate to have a vehicle, I can still drive, but for those people who depend upon transport, I mean, to say that would be a very grave concern of theirs, that they can't get to any, obviously, town or other place that they want to go to visit on a regular basis.